And let's take you straight to the Nelson Mandela Cruise Terminal in Durban, and that's where President Cyril Ramaphosa is due to deliver the keynote address.
All our visitors from different parts of the world who are part of this evening on this occasion, we also welcome you all, special guests, to this important gathering, which sees the official and inauguration of the Nelson Mandela MSC Cruise Terminal in Durban, here in KwaZulu-Natal. Mediterranean Shipping Company, MSC, is today one of the most visible global brands, setting new standards every day as a primary player in the maritime industry and as a leader in the blue economy. So tonight, the people of KwaZulu-Natal share a collective sense of excitement and privilege to be part of this 300-year-old tradition of the MSC. The facility, the MSC Group will tell you, was conceived as a portal to the city of Durban and the Kingdom of KwaZulu-Natal, as the chairman has already indicated here. And we are very excited that over time we have been part of the milestones of MSC Captain. Even during the time when we christened your million container cruise ship, we were also here, admiring the good work and the hard work that you have been doing as the MSC Group. So working with the Port of Durban and the Transnet in our departments, in our government and state enterprises, we promise to do everything in our power to make sure that this facility is supported. And we already had some discussions about some of the beautiful and wonderful initiatives that we'd like to see happening as a result of this milestone. Today we are indeed excited, Mr. President, that after years of planning and investment, this big day has come for us to officially witness this official opening and what is a very strategic asset on our shores. We therefore wish to say, Mr. President, we're very grateful that you could make time out of your busy schedule to be here. We understand all the other responsibilities, but you were able to grace this occasion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we need not to take it for granted that the leadership of this country, our leader, our president, a former Secretary General of the African National Congress, a founding Secretary General of the National Union of Mine Workers of South Africa, the former Deputy President of South Africa, and now the President of the African National Congress from 2017. And indeed, it is our honor and our privilege to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, the Excellency, our President of the Republic of South Africa, President Matamela Ramaphosa. President, if you could address your people, please.
Program Director, who does not only direct the program, but who can sing as well. Minister of Public Enterprises, Minister Pravin Gordhan, Minister of Transport, Ms. Sindisiwe Chikunga, and of course the Premier of our province here in KwaZulu-Natal, Ms. Nomusa Dube-Ncube, the Mayor of our beautiful Durban metropolitan city, the Executive Chairman of MSC, Mr. Vago, and Mr. Ross Falk, as well as Captain Salvatore. That's what I heard you being praised about. And of course, Professor Van Harris, the acting CEO of the Nelson Mandela Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen and guests who are here, it's wonderful to be here. I must say I never expected to be in such a grand place right here in Durban Port. The launch of Nelson Mandela MSC Cruise Terminal is more than a milestone. It's much bigger than just launching a terminal. As Professor Van Harris was saying, it's about taking a journey into the life of Nelson Mandela in part. But it is also an important step in positioning the city of Durban as a premier cruise terminal for tourism destination alongside the finest in the world. And let me begin by thanking the Nelson Mandela Foundation for having agreed that the father of our democracy's name can be used, and for partnering with this massive infrastructure project that no doubt will boost tourism to Durban and indeed, yes, to become the gateway in and out of South Africa, as Professor Harris and Mr. Vago was saying, and contribute very positively to the economy, not only of this metro, not only of this province, but also of our country. I was particularly, and I was listening very keenly to you, Mr. Vago, as you were outlining the various initiatives that MSC has been involved in our country and will continue to be involved in, and also to continue to commit 350 million rand in investment. I want to tell you I will count that 350 million rand in next year's investment conference. So I will plug it in there. So we are truly grateful. There are few places in the world that have not heard of the name Nelson Mandela or do not know about this iconic human being. Our country's founding father is a name that is foremost in the minds of hundreds of thousands of tourists who will visit our shores every year. That it will be the first name cruise liner passengers will be greeted with upon disembarking here in Durban harnesses all the positive spirit we want tourists to South Africa to feel and to experience about our country. So thank you very much for utilizing this name so positively. And I want to congratulate you as MSC and Africa Amanda Consortium. It was wonderful to see my two sisters, and I felt a tinge of great pride that the empowerment of the women of our country continues, and that you have partnered, as I said, people, you couldn't have chosen the best partners, is absolutely true in those two wonderful ladies that you have partnered. So thank you very much and congratulations. And I'm particularly pleased that you've partnered with them to really contribute significantly to the expansion of local tourism here. The global cruise tourism market is, I'm told, estimated at about $174 billion. And alongside the city of Cape Town, Durban is perfectly placed as a destination of choice for cruise ships. And as we were coming in here, you were whispering that, and we don't want to necessarily compare our great cities, but you were whispering that, of course, Durban is far better. And I agree with you. Last year was a boon for the local tourism industry. The latest cruise season injected, I'm told, an estimated 1.2 billion into the economy of the Western Cape alone. And we want to see not similar, we want to see bigger numbers for here in KwaZulu-Natal. And this terminal will play an important part in doing so. So the Nelson Mandela MSC Cruise Terminal Partnership, having been facilitated by Transnet, National Ports Authority, via this concession, which will run for quite a number of years, will lead to the development and no doubt further investments, as well as a really good transfer of skills that will be taking place here. So we're really delighted because this for us is an important insertion in the economy of not only Durban or eThekwini, but KwaZulu-Natal. So while the concession period will be aligned to the capital investment to be made by the terminal operator, the total investment value is going to be quite enormous for this terminal. And the strategic goal is to offer new and modern cruise terminals that are a gateway to the ports of Durban, Cape Town, and I'm particularly happy that you also participated in the development of Kucha. And indeed to the rest, it will be important to the rest of the country and even our continent as well. Because port cruise terminals provide a multimodal connectivity to the region and to the rest of the world, and by contributing to the growth of the tourism industry. This venture, as we know, is part of a wider national plan to upgrade, improve, and revitalize our country's ports. Over the years, a number of inefficiencies have led to the Port of Durban losing its shine and its international standing and ranking. Now, despite the significant challenges that has been faced by Transnet, there has been a great deal of progress. And in just having a side discussion with Captain Salvatore here, we've got great plans. There's a lot that we will be able to do to revitalize this port, Durban Port, to reposition it and to work together with MSC and of course other companies to modernize our national port, as well as to launch many more initiatives. And here with the KZN Logistics Hub program, which has a strategic program that is seeking to expand the capacity of the ports of Durban and Richards Bay, where I am going to tomorrow, through the delivery of, a number of flagship projects. And one can count, say, 33 flagship projects that will be launched here. That means we are looking to a future a future of great things, a future of beautiful structures like this. And this facility is truly one of the better ones that I've seen. And I want to congratulate you for putting together such a beautiful structure here at the port. So the infrastructure projects in the pipeline that are being developed under the KZN Logistics Hub program in the Port of Durban are specifically focused around the number of precincts here. And those will gain a lot of speed, a lot of traction as we move on. And the expansion plans aim to increase also container capacity nearly fourfold. And I'm very pleased to hear MSC with its extremely good efficiency being involved with such great ability in up to 70% of the goods and the containers that pass here. So with the plans we've got and also the price tag, the investment tag, which will go up to 157 billion rand, with a plan to create 570,000 employment opportunities over the next 15 years. This means that this place is going to boom, it's going to grow, it's going to expand, and it's going to create a lot of economic activity. So we've got big plans, we've got big aspirations, and yes, we've got more than hopes, Vern Harris. We've got great belief that this is the place where we are going to see economic growth in our province and in our country as well. Now, and Transnet is processing a number of agreements with a number of players, with a number of entities, including the municipality, the province, banks, and with that, we are going to create an ecosystem that is going to enable us to inject growth into this precinct, into this metro, and indeed in the province as well. Now, this will encompass overhauling and redeveloping the marina and its transformation into a world-class economic tourism, water sport, and recreation asset. So tonight, as we launch this Nelson Mandela terminal, we want to use this as a springboard, as a stepping stone to greater things. Our country's state-owned enterprises continue to play a vital role in enhancing the economic and social well-being of people in the country. And with the commitment of the private sector partners like MSC, we will be able to fully realize our aspirations for economic growth and job creation. And it is this partnership which we are forging and consolidating. And with regard to MSC, it is a partnership that has been working very well. And this project is a clear demonstration of how well a partnership can work when there is real commitment from a company like MSC, which is passionate about making a contribution to the economic development and progress in a part of our country here in KZN, as well as a committed company that, much as it is facing challenges, Transnet, it is going to be able to breach those challenges and become once again a great performer. Now, this is something that we are very pleased with, and tonight in many ways crowns not only the relationship but also enables us to see a future that is unfolding. So thank you to all of you who have contributed to make this terminal a reality, and to all those who have also made this evening possible. And I leave this precinct greatly inspired, because I can see a future unfolding, a future of great economic development, and a future of really good partnership between a company as well as a state-owned enterprise, yes, the metro municipality, the provincial government. So a combination of all this, and of course the partners that you have chosen, MEC, all that combines to give us something that is potent, something that is going to result in great economic development moving forward. So thank you very much for what you have done here. Thank you.
And that concludes President Cyril Ramaphosa's keynote address at the inauguration of the Nelson Mandela Cruise Terminal in KwaZulu-Natal. $174 billion market is what the province can expect to tap into as a resource. Boom times ahead is what the president is promising.